Hello, Alice. I think I accidentally became a crime detective. What, Karen? At the grocery store? Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I went in for a bag of meatballs and a plunger and came out with suspects, Alice. Karen, you don't just end up solving a crime while grocery shopping. Okay, so there I was, minding my own business, right? When I noticed this guy in the frozen food aisle. He was being very suspicious, Alice. You know, the kind of guy who seems like he's in a rush, but also makes weird, unnecessary eye contact with the peas. Yeah, him. You're kidding, right? What did you do, Karen? Well, naturally, I approached him. I didn't know why, but I just knew he was up to something, Alice. I casually asked him if he needed help finding something, you know. No, Karen, I don't. Well, he said he was looking for organic corn dogs, but there was a distinct lack of organic corn dogs in that aisle. At that point, I decided I had a mystery on my hands, Alice. Wait, wait. The guy wanted organic corn dogs? Right. But here's the thing. There were no organic corn dogs in sight, Alice. In fact, there wasn't even regular corn dogs in that aisle. So I started asking more questions. Like, where was he from? What was his purpose in life? You know, the usual detective stuff. Wait, you asked about his purpose in life? That's what you ask when you're solving a grocery store mystery, Alice. Anyway, the more I asked, the more he started sweating. And that's when I knew it was time to bring out the big guns. The big guns, Karen? I pretended to be a store manager, Alice. I just went for it. I walked right up to him and said, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step aside for a moment. I've been informed there's a discrepancy in the freezer section." What? So, I took him to the dairy aisle, right? He started to get nervous. I could see it. He asked if he could leave, but I said, "Sir, I'm going to need you to cooperate until we figure out the corn dog situation." So, Karen, did you solve the crime? Well, no.